Hello all and welcome to another Kevin Entertainment video. It's Art here with the currently reading update, currently what I've been doing update, currently what I'm playing update for July 18th through July 23rd. What did I read this week? What am I reading this week? What's your video schedule for the week? And what am I playing this week? That's what you come here for, so let's dive right into it, shall we? I finished 2 books this week. I finished Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. And I also finished Nightshade, which you guys saw the review for. So, those are 2 books I finished. What am I reading this week? I am reading The Fate of the Day by Rick Atkinson. It's the 2nd book in his Revolutionary War trilogy. That is for review. I'm reading The Hook in the Eye by Raymond Benson, the Felix Leiter novel. That is also for review. I am reading a novel, Murder by E.C. Nevin. That is also for review. I am reading Murder Outside the Lines by Krista Davis. That's for work as well. I am also reading a couple books that you'll find out later on in the week. But for the ones I can tell you that I'm reading, I am also reading Star Trek Strike Zone by Peter David. And I'm still working on book 3 of the New Frontier series, also by Peter David. So that is what and I'm also reading The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. That's for myself for enjoyment. So that's what I'm reading this week. Your video schedule for the week is as follows. I'm reviewing the first 2 episodes of Star Trek Strange New Worlds on Monday. We're going to do reviews and where I think the season is going to go for Season 3. And then on Wednesday, we're doing the July 2025 book haul. So that's your video schedule for the week. What am I playing this week? Well, on the Xbox Series X, we've been streaming exclusively the plethora, the cornucopia of MLB 25 All-Star and Home Run Derby and MLB Draft content. That's what we've been streaming on that. For the Nintendo Switch 2, I have been playing a metric ton of... That's where I do some of the off-stream and single-player stream playing of MLB 25 The Show. I've also been playing a metric ton of Front Mission 1, a metric ton of Fire Emblem 1, a metric ton of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, the Nintendo Switch 2 playthrough, because it was really unplayable on the Switch itself. And I've been playing... And I will be playing Donkey Kong Banana Blitz, or whatever it's called, the new Donkey Kong game, once I get it later this week. So that is coming too. And then what am I playing on the PS5? Well, that's where I do the daily grind in Gran Turismo 7. That's where I get the licenses in the cars, and I'm still kind of working and enjoying and slow playing through the platinum in that. I also do the daily grind in WWE 2K25. I do weekly towers, my GM, my faction. I do a little bit of the island. I do a little bit of fun everywhere with that. And then I do the bulk of my off-stream playing of MLB 25 The Show. Live, eat, sleep, breathe, play the show. What single-player games am I working my way through? Well, right now I'm playing through... Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Loving that, enjoying that, and I just love the breathtaking world and the myriad of things that you do for that. And then I'm also playing Persona 4 Golden. I'm also playing Persona 3 Reload, the PlayStation playthrough. I'm also playing Front Mission 1 on the PS5. I'm also playing RoboCop Rogue City. I am loving that game. It feels like RoboCop. I finally decided to pick that up because I kind of felt like doing some more RoboCop stuff. And I believe Peter Weller does voice RoboCop in the game, or at least it sounds a lot like Peter Weller. If it's not, so it's impressive. The other actors and actresses don't sound like themselves, but that's to be understood because the movie was made in the 80s, and a lot of those actors and actresses don't sound like themselves anymore. Peter Weller, however, still sounds like Peter Weller. So if they did get Peter Weller like I think they did, then there you go. But that is, and I'm playing a lot of Clerics Obscure 33 as well. So Expedition 33 as well. So I'm doing a lot of fun, a lot of enjoying games, and I'm just waiting for October to roll around to where I can play some Ghost of Yotai and some Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. So I'm just ready to rock and roll. Plus, we got Gears of War remastered in August. I'm ready to rock and roll. So that is what I've read this week, what I'm reading this week, your video schedule of the week, and what I'm playing this week. That's what you come here for. I fulfilled my obligation. Now it's time for you to go in the comments down below and let me know what you're reading, watching, playing, so we can start a discussion down there. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, have some fun, enjoy yourself, try to stay out of the heat if you're in the oppressive heat like I am right now. But do have some reading, gaming, some kind of entertainment fun. But until next time, I'll see you again soon. And peace.